Good evening, everybody. It's my honor, pleasure, and privilege to be here to conduct this workshop. At the outset, I would like to thank Moksh Academy, Mr. Chirag, and his team for organizing this fantastic webinar. Now, you all might be thinking that we have just joined or going to join the MBBS, and there's a talk on stress, there's a talk on difficulties which you are going to encounter during your MBBS education. So why this talk about? So I'd like to give you one example. यदि आपको माउंट एवरेस्ट को के ट्रेकिंग करना है और किसी बंदे को पता नहीं कि वो ट्रेकिंग करने के साथ क्या क्या डिफिकल्टी आएंगी, क्या क्या ऑब्स्टिकल्स आएंगे और उसको कैसे फेस करेंगे, तो उसका जो माउंट एवरेस्ट का समिट जो ट्रेकिंग करना है वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट जाएगा। लेकिन किसी और को यदि पता रहे कि क्या क्या ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन, क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आने वाले और उसको आप कैसे हैंडल कर सकते, यदि आपको पता चले तो आप वो प्रॉब्लम अच्छे से हैंडल कर सकते हैं। तो ये जो वेबिनार है उसका यही मकसद है कि क्या क्या जो डिफिकल्टी आपको आने वाली है और आप उसको किस तरह से हैंडल कर सकते हैं, तो उसके बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे। अभी स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट क्यों, तो क्या है कि there was a study conducted by Pune IMA, and they have found that the incidence of chronic disorders like obesity, diabetes, heart diseases are 2 times more common in doctors as compared to general population. The lifespan of doctors are 10 years less than the general population. Now, why this is happening? Means the doctors which are preaching the good lifestyle and treating the patients, they are dying prematurely. Why this is happening? So they have found that the incidence of stress is high in the doctors. There is no time for having their lunch, their dinner, no time for their health. Then there is a lot of stress as far as patient is concerned. Then new problem like the violence in the medical field, litigation. So this is causing more and more stress on a doctor community, and this is leading to increase in these chronic disorders. So there has been studies which is done to find out the stress in medical students, and the recent study was done in Florida state, in which they have found that the stress is much more common in medical students, and the causes of stress are the syllabus. Means you have to learn so much of thing, you have to retain, and then again you have to master that syllabus. Then there is a time management problem. You have so many things to study, and there is less time for that. Then there is a problem in work life balance. You have no time for your friends, your family, and it is causing uh, the work life imbalance. Then there is a competition among your peers, there is a lack of communication with the teachers, and there is no support, financial problem, and nowadays bad media coverage as far as medical field is concerned, and violence against the doctors. So these all causes lot of stress to the medical students, and also the problem of how to what is their future, what PG they should choose, and whether whatever efforts they are putting would be uh, whether they will get reimbursement of whatever money they are putting. So these are few points they found that these are adding lot of stress to the medical students. At the outset, I would like to tell you that I am a messenger. I am not a message. I am giving this talk. It doesn't mean that I am stress free. I am some big person. The content of talk is ideal way of leading stressful, peaceful, and healthy life. I do try to follow it. I sometimes get successful. Most of the time I fail, or sometimes I behave contrary to the content. So I am not a preacher, but I am a messenger, and I am putting across a good messages. and I am also trying to follow whatever the messages being conveyed to through this thought. Now, what is a stress? Now, stress is our body's mental, physical, behavioral, and emotional reaction to any perceived threat or demand. Okay, so if there is any threat which is there in front of you, so whatever changes occur in your body is called as stress. Now, stress is constant, means optimum amount of stress is required for functioning and growth. एक एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ, पिछले टॉक में भी मैंने एग्जांपल दिया, तो एक टीचर अपने स्टूडेंट्स को गार्डन में लेके जाता है और वहां वो देखते हैं कि बटरफ्लाई का बर्थ कैसे होता है। तो कैटरपिलर एक शेल से बाहर आ रहा है, जब वो एक शेल से बाहर आ रहा है तो उसके जो स्किन है उससे ब्लड आ रहा है, उसको बहुत पेन हो रहा है। ओके, तो एक बच्चे को देखा नहीं जाता, तो वो क्या करता है, एक शेल को तोड़ के वो कैटरपिलर को जमीन पे रख देता है, और उसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि थोड़ी देर के बाद वो कैटरपिलर मर जाता है और बटरफ्लाई बन नहीं पाता। तो जब वो टीचर को पता चलता है तो टीचर को बहुत गुस्सा आता है, और वो बच्चों को सिखाते हैं कि जब वो कैटरपिलर अपने एक शेल से बाहर आ रहा है तो उसको जो वेदनाएं हो रही थी, उसका शरीर जो एक शेल से स्क्वीज हो रहा था, तो उसका उसके लिए फायदा था कि उसके शरीर में जो एक्स्ट्रा वाटर है वो उसके शरीर से एक्सप्रेस आउट होता था, और उसके जो विंग्स में जो एक्स्ट्रा वाटर था वो उसके शरीर से एक्सप्रेस आउट होता था, उसका विंग हल्का होके वो आसमान में उड़ सकता था। लेकिन आपने वो प्रोसेस बाईपास किया और उसकी वजह से वो एक्स्ट्रा वाटर उसके शरीर के अंदर रह गया और उसकी वजह से वो मर गया। तो इसी तरह जो स्ट्रेस रहता है कि अपने जो डेवलपमेंट है, अपने जो ग्रोथ है, पर्सनल एज वेल एज प्रोफेशनल, उसमें ऑप्टिमम अमाउंट ऑफ स्ट्रेस इज हाईली इसेंशियल। तो ये जो ग्राफ आप देख रहे हैं, तो उसमें एक्स एक्सिस पे द लेवल ऑफ स्ट्रेस और वाई एक्सिस पे परफॉर्मेंस है। तो आप देख सकते हैं कि जैसे स्ट्रेस लेवल बढ़ जाता है तो परफॉर्मेंस सर्टेन लेवल तक बढ़ता है और उसके बाद फिर कम होते जाता है। तो ये जो ऑप्टिमम अमाउंट ऑफ स्ट्रेस है, ये जब रहता है तो वी आर highly motivated, we have high energy and we are alert. But if the stress is less, then there is a boredom, apathy and lethargy. और यदि स्ट्रेस पर्टिकुलर लेवल से बढ़ता है तो उससे अपने शरीर में मेंटल एंड फिजिकल डिसऑर्डर्स आ जाते हैं। सो ऑप्टिमम अमाउंट ऑफ स्ट्रेस इज एसेंशियल फॉर प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग। कम स्ट्रेस रहा तो प्रॉब्लम, एंड ज्यादा स्ट्रेस रहा तो भी प्रॉब्लम है। ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, एक बार क्या होता है कि एक डेलीगेशन मेंटल असाइलम को विजिट देने को जाता है, तो उनको वो डॉक्टर दिखाते हैं कि क्या क्या पेशेंट्स है। तो एक वार्ड नंबर 1 में जाते हैं तो एक बंदा वहां बहुत एक फोटो को चप्पल मारता है, उसको फाड़ता है। तो डेलीगेट्स पूछते हैं कि ये बंदा क्यों पागल हो गया है, तो बोले कि ये बंदा एक लड़की से प्यार करता था, उसका नाम ल्यूसी था, उससे वो शादी नहीं कर सका, उसके गम में वो पागल हो गया। तो डेलीगेट्स दूसरे रूम में जाते तो वहां एक बंदा अपने जो वहां फोटो रहता था उसको वो हक करता है, किस करता है, रोता है। तो डेलीगेट्स पूछते हैं कि ये बंदा क्यों पागल हो गया है, तो डॉक्टर बोला है कि इसी ने वैसी उसी से शादी कर ली। ओके, तो क्या है कि कम स्ट्रेस रहा तो भी प्रॉब्लम है, ज्यादा स्ट्रेस रहा तो भी प्रॉब्लम। Optimum amount of stress is highly essential for survival. We all know that modern man is too busy to enjoy his life. He has invented so many things like mobile, computer, various mode of communication. The aim of these mode of communication was to decrease the workload, but on contrary, they have found that it has added more stress in his life. Children are also in lot of stress. Instead of playing, it has been replaced by attending various classes, homework, and so forth and so on. Now, what exactly happens in our body during stress? The changes which occur in our body during stress is called as fight and flight response. When, for example, our ancestor used to go in jungle, and when some predator used to come in front of them, they used to either fight with them or they used to fly away from them. So, when a stressful situation occur in front of us, the prefrontal cortex sends signals to hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal axis through limbic system. Okay, and the sympathetic system is activated. Various hormones are secreted in our body like ACTS, TSH, adrenaline, non-adrenaline, cortisol. So all these physiological changes are highly essential fighting or running away from the predator. So our heart rate will increase, our respiratory rate increase, our muscle become contracted, our blood supply to heart, muscle and brain increases, and clotting mechanism is activated. All these physiological changes is highly essential to fight with or predator or run away from predator, and during this process these hormones are utilized and it is followed by relaxation. So this is normal thing. But what happens in a modern day, we are having a constant stress. In the medical school or in the office there is a boss, there is a colleague, in the family there is a family issue, and this fight and flight response are continuously activated. And mind you, anything which is there in a body for a long period of time, it produces adverse effect. So if the fight and flight response is activated for a long period of time, it will cause serious problem to our mental and physical health. Now, what are the mechanism through which the stress causes diseases? Now, at a cellular level, there is a fight going on between free radicals and antioxidant. If the free radical increases and antioxidant decreases, it produce disease. So it is found that due to stress, the free radical increases in body. The second mechanism is decrease in the activity of telomerase enzyme. Now, the end of the chromosome are called as telomere, and the stability and the length of these telomeres is highly essential for a cellular and genomic stability. If the length of telomere decreases, it produces chronic disease and produces premature death. Now, the stability of these telomeres depends upon the enzyme called as telomerase, which is present in a mononuclear cell. And it is found that those persons who are chronically stressed, the concentration of telomerase enzymes decreases in body, leading to decrease in the length of the telomere and causing chronic diseases, cancer, and death. The next mechanism is the stress causes switching off the disease causing gene and switch off the good genes. The further next mechanism of the stress causes disease is a decreased immunity and predisposes patient to various immunological or bacterial infection. Now, our gut is lined by good bacteria. They protect us from the harmful bacteria. They also produce hormones, neurotransmitter, and they help in immunity. But because of change in dietary pattern and chronic stress, the flora, our gut flora called microbiome has changed, and it is leading to what is called as leaky gut syndrome and exposing us to the various harmful bacteria and substances, leading to generalized body inflammation, which is the root cause of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. The next mechanism is insulin resistance. It is also the underlying mechanism for various chronic disorder. And we all know that there are a lot of environmental toxin because of air pollution, water pollution, and addition of various substances in our food chain, which is causing a lot of stress. So these are the mechanism through which the stress causes various diseases in our body. Now, what are the diseases which are caused by stress? You take any disease and stress will be one of the contributing factor for various disorders. Now, how to manage this stress? Now, managing stress is not that we should avoid stress. The managing stress is one should be aware of whether we are stressed or not, how much we are stressed, and how we effectively we can manage this stress so that we can lead healthy and happy life. Sometimes some people says that I am not stressed, only other people are stressed, and something think that they are only stressed in the life in this world and other people don't have stress. So on a lighter note, एक बार क्या होता है कि मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन अपने फादर को जो 90 इयर्स के रहते हैं तो साइकेट्रिस्ट के पास लेके जाता है, तो वो साइकेट्रिस्ट को बोलते हैं कि डॉक्टर साहब कुछ कीजिए, मेरे फादर मुझे बहुत परेशान करते हैं। बोले क्या करते हैं? बोले ये दिन भर बाथटब में नहाते हैं और डोनाल्ड डक के साथ खेलते हैं। तो बोले 90 इयर्स के हैं तो उससे आपको क्या परेशानी है? तो बोलते आप क्या बात कर रहे डॉक्टर साहब, ये मेरे ही बाथटब में दिन भर नहाते हैं और मेरे डोनाल्ड डक के साथ खेलते हैं और मुझे खेलने नहीं देते। ओके, तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन हिमसेल्फ इज अ मैड बट ही थिंक्स दैट हिज फादर इज मैड। तो ऐसे लोग रहते हैं कि उनको लगता है कि दूसरे स्ट्रेसफुल है, मुझे कुछ स्ट्रेस नहीं है। और दूसरे टाइप के लोग भी रहते हैं, उनको लगता है कि पूरी दुनिया का जो स्ट्रेस है मुझे में ही है। तो एक एग्जांपल से मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ। एक बार क्या होता है कि एक फादर है, तो उसको ऑर्फनेज खोलना रहता है। तो वो प्रेयर के टाइम हमेशा लोगों से डोनेशन मांगता है, लेकिन क्या होता है कि लोग डोनेशन नहीं देते। तो फ्रस्ट्रेट होके एक संडे के प्रेयर में वो चर्च में अनाउंस करता है कि आज यहाँ 100 लोग मौजूद हैं और मैं एक्सपेक्ट करूंगा कि हर एक बंदे ने $1 डोनेशन देना चाहिए, और एक बंदे ने तो देना ही चाहिए। यदि उसने नहीं दिया तो मैं उसका जो ऑफर है सबके सामने मैं एक्सपोज करूंगा। तो जब वो कलेक्शन डोनेशन का आता है तो वहाँ $99 रहते हैं और एक चिट्ठी रहती है। तो उसमें लिखा रहता है कि फादर प्लीज आज मैंने पैसे नहीं लाए, मैं आपको कल $2 दूंगा, लेकिन मेरे ऑफर किसी को मत बताइए। ओके, तो क्या है कि एवरीबडी इज स्ट्रेस्ड इन दिस लाइफ, इट इज दैट यू शुड बी अवेयर वेदर यू आर स्ट्रेस्ड और नॉट। So stand in front of mirror, see yourself, see your posture, your abdomen, waist, close your eyes and see whether you're leading your life mechanically or enjoying or not. So what are the signs of stress? So these are the signs means there is increase in heart rate, there is a headache, backache, high blood pressure, chest pain, constipation, trembling, fatigue, then difficulty in concentration, confusion, inattention, aggression, changing in eating habit, changing in sleeping habit, increased smoking, drinking, and drug abuse, anxiety, anger, irritability, frustration, worry. Now, these would be there in everybody's life, but if it is there for a long period of time and it is causing problem to your day-to-day functioning, then you should think that you are chronically stressed, and you should uh, grade your stress yourself. 100 means normal stress level, which is essential for day-to-day functioning, while 500 means is like whether when you are nervous, you are sweating, there's muscle tension, the headache, then you think that there's a moderate amount of stress. But there's a shaking, pounding heart, nausea, or feeling of impending doom, then you think that you are severely stressed. Now there are various causes of stress. Physical causes like excessive heat, cold, traffic, pollution. Then social causes means conflict with the family member or conflict with spouse or parents, or there is a conflict with your colleague, loneliness, lack of social support. Financial is a big stressor. Life event like you are now joining the medical school, there is a change in the home environment, you are going to live in hostel, there is a different college, or physiological like there is a injury or death in family or something like that. In organization like in medical school there is a competition, then there is a lack of communications with the teachers, and lot of deadlines and lot of work pressure. Lifestyle choices like not having enough sleep, too much of caffeine, too much of alcohol, cigarette, drug consumption, poor time management, or poor diet or junk food, or physical inactivity. So these are the causes of stress. Now, how to manage the stress? Now there are three main strategy how you can manage. First is, I told you during stress, there are a lot of hormones which accumulates in body. If they stay for a long period of time, it causes disease. So this hormone should be given outlet. So how you can give outlet? So I will give one example. एक बार क्या होता है कि मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन एक कंपनी में काम करता है, तो उसका बॉस उसको हमेशा गाली देता है, उसको डांटता रहता है कि कुछ काम का नहीं है, मैं तुझे नौकरी से निकाल दूंगा। तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन को बहुत गुस्सा आता है, उसको लगता है कि अपने बॉस को अपनी चप्पल से मारे, लेकिन उसके जॉब का टेंशन रहता है इसलिए वो चप्पल पहनना छोड़ देता है। लेकिन जब बॉस उसको गाली देता है तो उसका ध्यान दूसरों की चप्पल पे जाता है, तो वो बहुत डर जाता है और जॉब को जाना छोड़ता है। तो घर वाले परेशान होके उसको डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाते हैं। जब डॉक्टर सब हिस्ट्री लेते हैं तो बोलता है कि यार इसका बहुत ही सरल और आसान उपाय है। आप क्या करो कि आपका बॉस का जो फोटो है आपके घर में लेके जाओ, बड़ा फोटो, और जॉब को जाने से पहले और जॉब को आने के बाद उसको 5-5 बार अपने चप्पल से मारने का। ओके, तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन ने बोल के आई थी इससे क्या होएगा, तो बोलता है तू करके तो देख। लेकिन जो ये करता है तो उसका थोड़ा जो एंगर रहता है बॉस के प्रति वो कम हो जाता है और उसकी जो वर्क एफिशिएंसी बढ़ता है। तो बॉस एक महीने के बाद उसको बुलाता है और बोलता है कि यार तेरा वर्क एफिशिएंसी बहुत बढ़ गया है, आई वुड लाइक टू गिव यू प्रमोशन, लेकिन मुझे बता है कि ये तेरा जो वर्क एफिशिएंसी बढ़ा है उसका राज क्या है। तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन बोलता है बॉस राज मत पूछो। तो क्या किया कि उसने उसकी जो एंगर है उसको आउटलेट दिया। उसी तरह अपने जो स्ट्रेस है वो अपने अंदर उसमें जो एनर्जी उसको यदि आउटलेट दिया इन द फॉर्म ऑफ exercise, progressive muscle relaxation. So these hormones would be utilized and it would lead to relaxation. Second strategy is creative transformation. यदि मैं आपको बताऊं कि काउडंग यदि आपके घर के बाहर रखे तो उससे क्या गंदा स्मेल आएगा, लेकिन यदि वही काउडंग यदि गार्डन के पेड़ों को फर्टिलाइजर्स के तरह यूज किया तो क्या होगा कि वो पेड़ों को फूल आएंगे और फूलों से फ्रेग्रेंस आएगा। तो हमने क्या किया कि काउडंग का जो ऑर्डर है उसको फूलों के फ्रेग्रेंस के रूप में ट्रांसफॉर्म किया। तो उसी तरह स्ट्रेस में बहुत सारी एनर्जी रहती है, तो उसी एनर्जी को हम क्रिएटिवली ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हैं। जैसे हम वी कैन डेवलप वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ हॉबीज लाइक पेंटिंग, सिंगिंग, डांसिंग और गार्डनिंग। और third strategy is taking care of root. We are not only body, we are body, mind and soul. We have forgotten our soul. That's why there is a problem in our life. तो एक स्टोरी आपको बताता हूँ कि एक क्वीन है, उसका बहुत सुंदर गार्डन है। तो उसको कुछ अपने ट्रीटमेंट के लिए दूसरे देश में जाना रहता है, तो वो बहुत घबरा जाती है एंड शी बिकम वरीड अबाउट हर गार्डन। तो उसका बेटा आता है, बोलता कि माँ आप चिंता मत करो, मैं ये गार्डन का पूरा ख्याल रखूंगा। एक महीने के बाद जब क्वीन आती है तो वो देखती है कि पूरा गार्डन सूख गया है, किसी पेड़ को पन्ने और फूल कुछ भी नहीं है। तो अपने बेटे के ऊपर बहुत गुस्सा हो जाती है, लेकिन बेटा बोलता है कि माँ मैं दिन भर गार्डन में सुबह से लेके रात तक काम करता था, हर पन्ने को हर फूल को पोंछता था, हर पन्ने फूल को पानी देता था, लेकिन मुझे पता नहीं कि ये गार्डन क्यों सूख गया। तो माँ बोलती बेटा ये जो पौधों की जान उनके रूट में रहती है, उनके पन्ने या फूलों में नहीं रहती। यदि तूने रूट की केयर की रहती, रूट को पानी दिया रहता, तो पेड़ को अपने आप फूल और फल आते थे। तो इसी तरह वी हैव फॉरगॉटन आवर सोल। So that's why our life has become like a dried tree. There are so many diseases which is there in our life. Now we will discuss each and everything in a brief how we can deal with stress. These are the various stress management technique. The first and foremost is a physical activity. Lack of physical activity causes various disease. So physical activity is highly essential for maintaining optimum health. तो कौन सी एक्सरसाइज करनी चाहिए? तो जो एक्सरसाइज आपका स्टेमिना, स्ट्रेंथ और फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी बढ़ाता है वो करना चाहिए। तो स्टेमिना किससे बढ़ेगा? तो एरोबिक एक्सरसाइज लाइक ब्रिस्क वॉकिंग, एरोबिक वॉकिंग, रनिंग, साइकिलिंग, स्विमिंग, डांसिंग। स्टेमिना किससे, स्ट्रेंथ किससे बढ़ेगा? तो जिम, यू कैन डू जिम टू increase your strength and flexibility through yoga. So one should have equal proportion of these three things in our day-to-day activity, and we should uh, incorporate physical activity in our day-to-day life. For example, instead of using lift we can use staircase. The second is progressive muscle relaxation. हिंदी में उसे शवासन भी बोलते हैं। मीन्स आप यदि कॉलेज से आ गए यार, अपने जॉब से आ गए, थक गए, स्ट्रेसफुल है, तो आप बेड पे लेट जाइए और अपने जो मसल्स है उसको 5 सेकंड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कीजिए और उसके बाद 5 सेकंड रिलैक्स कीजिए। उस समय आग आपकी बंद रहेगी और जब रिलैक्स करते हैं आप तो ऐसा भाव लाने का कि आपका शरीर रिलैक्स हो रहा है और सब स्ट्रेस आपके पैर से या हाथ से बाहर जा रहा है, तो आप यू कैन स्टार्ट विथ योर लेग एंड गो अपवर्ड अप टू फेस. तो हर एक मसल को, लाइक लेग का मसल है, थाई का मसल, एब्डोमिनल मसल, हैंड मसल, फेस मसल, नेक मसल, फेस मसल 5 सेकंड के लिए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना, 5 सेकंड के लिए रिलैक्स करना. और पूरा जब रिलैक्स हो जाएंगे तो आप विदाउट एनी थॉट आप बेड पे पड़े रहने का, तो उसको शवासन बोलते हैं. तो ये किया तो बहुत सारा आपका स्ट्रेस कम हो जा सकता है. The next strategy is massage. It is found that during massage, the hormone called oxytocin is released, which causes relaxation. Now, nutrition is very important. Lack of good nutrition lead to various diseases, and good nutrition promote health. Okay. So there are various uh, theories as far as obesity, diabetes, and heart diseases are concerned. Okay, but the most important theory, which is now uh, the theory which is now uh, accepted is a hormonal theory of obesity, and is postulated that the insulin resistance is essential for all the obesity, diabetes, heart diseases. Now, why this insulin resistance is occurring? Why the insulin is increasing in our body? Because of the way we are eating. We are eating more refined carbohydrate. Okay, we are eating more refined wheat. We are drinking lot of cold drinks, which is called as sugar saturated beverages. We are using fructose corn syrup. Because of stress, the cortisol is increasing in body, also increases sugar in our body. We are eating more animal proteins, which is also leading to increase in insulin and lack of sleep. Now, anything now insulin increases in the if insulin increase in our body, not necessarily cause insulin resistance. Now, this is a natural eating pattern of our ancestors, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. After breakfast, the insulin will increase, and later on, there would be decrease in insulin. Again, after lunch, it will increase. Then, between lunch and dinner, it will decrease. And after dinner, during sleep, insulin will reduce. It will maintain the insulin sensitivity. Okay, but what happens? Our eating habit have changed. We are started eating more frequently throughout the day. So after breakfast you are munching something, lunch, then again in evening you are munching, dinner, again in nights you are munching, so that the insulin is constantly elevated in your body. And anything which elevate in our body lead to resistance, and this is the root cause of insulin resistance. So insulin resistance is the main cause of what we call as metabolic syndrome, like obesity, raised triglyceride, hypertension, diabetes, and fatty liver, and again cancer, heart disease. So insulin resistance has to be dealt with. So there has been various kind of diet which has been proposed for healthy stuff. Now these are the various kinds of people. Now, like Eskimo, they eat 80% of fat-rich diet. These are the Maasai community from Africa. They eat 80 to 90% of protein-rich diet. These are the Okinawa. These are the people who have highest lifespan in the world. They eat 80 to 90% of carbohydrate rich diet. So in conclusion, we can have a 80 to 90% of high fat diet, 80 to 90% of high carbohydrate diet, or 80 to 90% of high meat, high protein diet, and still you can be healthy. The problem lies in refining. Okay, the problem lies in increasing sugar consumption. The problem lies in increasing consumption of what we call as packaged food. Okay, so this is causing all this problem. So this is a hormonal theory of obesity. This is how our ancestors used to eat. 99% used to have vegetable, fruit, roots, legume, nuts. Now we are eating only 23%, and we are eating more of refined grains, refined artificial sugars and sweeteners. And this is causing all kinds of diseases. So what food should we eat? We should eat whole and unprocessed food, colorful fruits, green leafy vegetables, salads, sprouted beans, cereal, pulses. This is called as rainbow diet. What about fat? When should you eat lot of fats? Now the theory of fat causing heart disease has been completely rejected, and fat, in fact, is a good for our health. Only trans fat is bad. Carbohydrate, one should eat complex carbohydrate, not simple sugar, no refined carbohydrate. Protein, no animal protein. Veg protein is good, and fish protein is also good. What food should be avoided? Avoid caffeinated, sugar-added food, junk food, sweets, trans fat, dalda, fried food, sweet, ice cream, non-veg, and polished rice and maida. How to eat? Now this is very important. One should eat 3 times a day within a span of 8 to 10 hours. For example, 10 o'clock breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you can have a dinner before 6 o'clock, it is very, very good for our health. Any dinner you take after 6 o'clock leads to hypertension, obesity, and diabetes. Okay. How much one should eat? Patanjali says the your stomach should be 50% filled with food, 25% with water, and 25% with air. So eat 75% of your stomach capacity, and eat with gratitude toward the food and the people who has provided this kind of food. Now you can that there is a conception called as no cure for diabetes, but new research says that diabetes can be cured, and this can be cured with intermittent fasting. Means intermittent fasting is uh, in a week you skip your dinner 2 days. For example, you can skip on Tuesday or Friday, or if you are able to eat before 6 o'clock, then it's always good. So intermittent therapeutic fasting can cure your obesity and diabetes. The next is de-addiction. It is found that doctor themselves has a lot of addictions. So we know that each and every addiction causes stress on our body and lead to various diseases. So one should be away from this kind of toxic substances. Now sleep is highly essential for maintaining optimum health. During daytime, our body get discharged. That body gets recharged during night. Lot of wear and tear occur during daytime, and during night time there is a repair which goes on in our body. Certain hormone like melatonin, growth hormones are secreted during night, and it is very essential for anabolic metabolism in our body. And mind you, the maximum amount of fat is burned in stage 4 of deep sleep. So if you want to reduce weight, you have to have optimum amount of sleep, that is 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Now next thing is vacation. Now in Bible it is said that God has produced this world for 6 days, and on 7th day God has taken holiday. So actually holiday is called as holy day. Okay. So God has taken a rest. So we human beings should also take rest, because what happens if we are working consistently and without taking any break, it leads to decrease in efficiency. So one should take optimum amount of vacation. And mind you, during vacation our creativity increases. The Albert Einstein used to say that I used to get great idea when I used to relax during my shower. And the Newton discovered various laws when he was taking rest under apple tree. Okay, so vacation vacation should be in a such a way that you connect with the nature, you disconnect with all the modern gadget, and connect with yourself and nature. So how frequently you should take vacation? Maybe once in a 1 day per week, 2 3 days per 3 months. And during day-to-day life, after working for 1 hour, you should take a break of 5 minutes. During that time, you should do mindful meditation, which I'm going to teach you subsequently. Music therapy is highly essential. There has been various research across world, and they found that music is a good stress buster. It is very good for mental peace and happiness. Now journal keeping is also a good habit. What happens when we have a lot of emotions and we do not express it out? it accumulates in our body, leads to various mental and physical disease. If we put down these emotional things on a diary, it is called as emotional purging. It it reduces the burden from your heart. You become free and you can solve the problem which you are facing. So write down whatever problem, whatever emotional things which you have, and it will solve your problem and make you your heart free. Now, time management is highly essential. We all know that everybody gets 24 hours per day, but how you manage this time is very essential. Now, in the book called as Seven Habit of Highly Effective People, the author Stephen Covey says that you should uh, divide the task into four quadrants depending upon their urgency and importance. The quadrant one is urgent and important. For example, sir, a person is having heart attack, so taking him to the hospital is urgent as well as important to save his life. So in quadrant one, the emergency things is placed. In quadrant two, which is very essential, and we give 80% of time to this quadrant, which deals with our health, our goal in life, prevention, relationship, and recreation. We should give 80% of our time in quadrant two. Quadrant three is urgent and not important. For example, the WhatsApp, Facebook notification, then going with the friends. So these are urgent but not important. And fourth quadrant is not urgent and not important, like watching TV and gossiping. So if you want to give maximum amount of time to quadrant two, we should take the time from this quadrant three and four. One should have a to-do list for whatever you're going to do tomorrow or over a period of week or month. So we should have a goal in our life, and the goal should be smart. The smart means it should be specific. For example, I would lose 10 kg in 1 year. This is a specific goal. M means measurable. Measurable means 10 kg in 1 year. A is achievable. You cannot have a goal like I would decrease my weight 10 kg in 1 month. So it is not achievable. So have a goal which is achievable. R means review. Review your goal every month and then see how you're faring as far as your goal is concerned. It is time bound, and you should have a goal as far as your personal life is concerned, your professional life, your relationship, your finance, and your spiritual life is concerned. The next one is 80-20 rules. It is applicable across the globe, and it is said that 80% of the wealth is in the hands of 20% of people. Also 80% of your money comes from 20% of your efforts. So try to find out what are the things which is effective, and we can give maximum amount of our time to that. The next stress management strategy is prayer. It is found that those people who do regular prayer, they have less mental disease and they are healthy. Kabir, the Saint Kabir has said, फल कारण सेवा करे करे ना मन से काम कहे कबीर सेवक नहीं मांगे चौगिना दाम. हम क्या प्रेयर क्या करते हैं, तो हम गॉड से मांगने के लिए प्रेयर करते हैं कि गॉड मैं आपको 101 रुपए का प्रसाद चढ़ाऊंगा, मुझे एग्जाम में पास कराइए. ओके, मुझे मैं आपको ये करूंगा, इतना डोनेशन दूंगा, मेरा ये काम करिए. तो वी प्रे टू आस्क, वी ट्रीट गॉड एज अ सर्वेंट. कबीर ने कहा है कि बिन मांगे मोती मिले, मांगे मिले न चोर. कि तुमने कुछ मांगा तो तुमको दाने का कुछ कण भी नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन नहीं मांगने पे तुमको बहुत सारा मिल सकता है. तो the prayer should be done to express our gratitude toward God. Whatever He has given, we have to express the gratitude to our God. The prayer has to be done to fill our heart with love. The prayer has to be done to connect with our true nature and to connect with the other people, and for the peace of ourselves and the peace of whole world. So if prayer is very essential, we all know about laughter. Laughter is highly essential. It is a good stress buster, and one should laugh at least 30 minutes per day. Social support. Now, social support is very important. They have done one study on the females who had a breast cancer. They divided them into two groups. A group, both groups has standard medical treatment like surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy. But they gave A group a social support, means they organized their meeting, vacation, play, and B group they given only medical treatment. And they found that the group A, the effectiveness of the medical treatment was very high. There is a less recurrence rate, and there was a less side effect to the chemotherapy. So social support is very important. One should have somebody in the life with which you can share your problem, your emotions. क्या होता है कि जो इमोशन से अपने अंदर रहते हैं और वो बाहर नहीं आते, उसका जो नतीजा है वो मेंटल एंड फिजिकल डिजीज में होता है. ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, सिगमंड फ्राइड, कि जिसको फादर ऑफ साइकेट्रिस्ट बोला जाता है, तो उसके उसके फ्रेंड ने पूछा कि यार तेरे पास काउंसलिंग के लिए बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं, बहुत उल्टा सीधा तेरे से वो अपनी मन की बात बोलते, तू पागल तो नहीं होता? तो सिगमंड फ्राइड बोलता है कि यार वो लोग मेरे पास आते हैं, वो अपनी मन की बात बोलते हैं, इतना तक तो सही है, लेकिन मैं उनकी बात सुनता हूँ, ये तेरे को किसने कहा? ओके. तो क्या होता है कि काउंसलिंग में दे पावर देयर इमोशंस, देयर हार्ट, एंड दे गेट ऑटोमेटिक रिलीफ. So one should have somebody in the family or some friend with which you can share your emotions. What happens? It will cause emotional purging. It will reduce the burden from your heart, and sometimes you may get some solution to your problem. It is also found that those who have a pet in the family, those who talk to their pets, are less, they have less mental and physical disease. So social support is very important. Now communication with partner. Now you might be thinking that we are just joining MBBS and you're telling about how to communicate with partner, but this is not for you, but all those who are attending, those who are married or those who are going to get married, because over a period of MBBS you are going to find your life partner. So how to communicate with partner is extremely important. Now mind you, there is a basic difference how the female and the male thing, and they have, how they behave. The men wants their ability to get recognized, and the female want their feeling to get understood by the male partner. So this is a basic difference between how the male and the female thinks. So if the female do not appreciate the ability of male, then it creates problem. And if the male do not understand the feeling of the female, then it creates lot of problem. And ego is one of the biggest problem in the relationship. Ego means aging god out. कबीर जी ने कहा है, प्रेम न बाड़ी उपजे, प्रेम न हाट बिकाए, मियाँ बीबी जोई रुचे, शीश ले दे जाए. मीन्स प्रेम किसी खेत में नहीं उगता या किसी दुकान में नहीं मिलता. किसी को भी प्रेम चाहिए तो अपना शीश मीन्स अपना ईगो देना चाहिए. प्रेम गली प्रेम गली बड़ी साकरी वाद होना समय. मीन्स द path of love is narrow and there is only one which can be there. So ego has no uh, uh, substance as far as a relationship is concerned. And love ka matlab means, L means you have to listen to your partner, you have to overlook minor mistakes. V means have a positive vibration. E means you have to encourage. We should not treat your partner as your property. एक बार क्या होता है कि मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन अपनी वाइफ को बोलता है कि मैं दूसरे देश में जॉब के लिए जा रहा हूँ, तो मुझे कैसा लेटर लिखने का? तो ऊपर लिखने का ऊपर लिखने का प्राणों से प्यारे मुल्ला, और नीचे फिर लेटर लिखने का और नीचे लिखने का चरणों की दासी, और टू साइन करने का. लेकिन मुल्ला को जब लेटर मिलता है तो ऊपर लिखा रहता है चरणों के दास, और नीचे लिखा रहता है प्राणों की प्यासी. ओके. तो टाइम हैज चेंज. वी हैव टू ट्रीट the other counterpart as equal, and we should have a positive relationship as far as communication with the partner is concerned. हम टाइम कुछ मेल को फीमेल को दबा के रखने का बहुत शौक रहता है. तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन की शादी होती है तो उसका फ्रेंड बोलता है कि पहले दिन से अपनी बीबी को कंट्रोल में रखने का. तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन उसकी वाइफ को बोलता है, कल मैं 4 बजे उठूंगा और मुझे गर्म पानी चाहिए, यदि नहीं दिया तो देख. तो बेचारी बेबी सुबह 4 बजे उठती है और गर्म पानी देती है. तो ये ऐसा महीनों चलता है. 1 साल के बाद वो बीबी बहुत परेशान हो जाती है. और फिर एक बार वो शी बिकम फर्म, और सुबह उठने के बाद जब मुल्ला पूछता है कि मुझे गर्म पानी दे, नहीं तो देख, तो बोलती तो फिर क्या करेगा, तो मुल्ला बोलता है कि मैं ठंडे पानी से नहा लूंगा. Okay, so now the time has changed. You have to give equal importance to your partner, huh? And the most important thing as far as communication is concerned is sorry. Okay, if you use this word sorry, then you would have a good relationship with your partner. uh, एक जो बंदा अपनी गलती रह के सॉरी बोलता है तो उसको इंटेलिजेंट बोलते हैं. जो बंदा श्योर नहीं फिर भी सॉरी बोलता है उसको वाइज बोलते हैं. लेकिन जो बंदा सही है फिर भी सॉरी बोलता है तो उसको हस्बैंड बोलते हैं. तो वन शुड हैव certain things as far as communication is concerned, and these things has to be used frequently. These two things, if you use I'm sorry, I hurt you, I love you, then there won't be any communication problem. And if nothing helps, then take her for shopping, it will solve all the problem. So next thing as far as the stress management is concerned is cry. Sometimes our emotions and the problem become so overwhelming that you don't have any control over it. So give outlet, go in a room and cry, then you will become light. Volunteer. हम क्या करते हैं कि कुछ भी काम करते हैं उसमें हम कुछ रिटर्न चाहते हैं, तो ऐसा कुछ काम करना चाहिए तो जिससे हम रिटर्न ना चाहें. We should do something which we should not expect anything in return. On a lighter note, एक बार क्या होता है कि एक फादर एक ऑर्फनेज में जाता है और बच्चों को बोलता है कि यदि आपको पुण्य कमाना है तो आपको कुछ सोशल वर्क करना पड़ेगा. तो बच्चे पूछते हैं कि सोशल वर्क मीन्स क्या. बोलते हैं यदि कोई बंदा कुएं में गिरा है तो उसको बाहर निकालो, किसी घर में आग लगी है तो वो लोगों को बाहर निकालो, या कोई बूढ़ा औरत है उसको रास्ता क्रॉस कराओ. तो लड़के बोलते ठीक है. नेक्स्ट दिन जब वो ऑर्फनेज में जाता है और पूछता है कि किन किन लोगों ने सोशल सर्विस किया, तो एक बंदा हाथ ऊपर करता है, बोलता है कि मैंने किया. बोले तूने क्या किया, बोलता है कि मैंने एक बूढ़ी औरत का रास्ता क्रॉस कराया. बोलते हैं वेरी गुड. फिर दूसरा बंदा हाथ ऊपर करता है, उसको भी पूछते क्या किया, तो बोलता है मैंने एक बूढ़ी औरत का रास्ता क्रॉस कराया. तो उस पर थोड़ा डाउट आता है, तो तीसरा बंदा हाथ ऊपर करता है, तो वो भी बोलता है कि मैंने एक बूढ़ी औरत का रास्ता क्रॉस करा है. तो फादर उनको बोलता है कि अरे तुमको तीनों को एक ही दिन में तीन तीन बूढ़ी औरतें कैसे मिल गई. तो बोलते हैं कि तीन बूढ़ी औरतें नहीं थी, एक ही बूढ़ी औरत थी. बेचारी वो रास्ता क्रॉस नहीं करना चाहती थी, लेकिन हमको भूख लगी थी और आपने बोला था कि कोई सोशल वर्क नहीं किया तो खाने का नहीं. कोई बंदा कोई कुएं में गिरा नहीं था, किसी घर में आग नहीं लगी थी, तो एक ही ये औरत थी और वो रास्ता क्रॉस नहीं करना चाहती थी, लेकिन हमने जबरदस्ती उसको उठा के रास्ता क्रॉस कराया. ओके, तो we do work in which we expect return, but volunteer is the thing where you should not expect return. Money is not the only thing which you can share. You can share your knowledge, you can share your time, you can share your hand, your shoulder to somebody who needs it. Okay, what is the meaning of handsome? Handsome is a person who gives his hand to somebody who is in need. So one should do social work. The next is yoga. We all know about yoga because recently we have celebrated International Yoga Days. So yoga is one of the important stress buster and very essential for our health. Next is mindful meditation. Now this is the most important thing. What is a mindfulness? Mindfulness is living in a present moment, accepting the thing as it is, forgetting about the past, not worrying about the future, and accepting the thing in a non-judgmental way. This is called as mindfulness, and this you have to practice in the form of meditation. क्या होता है कि we are always worried about our future and haunted by our past. So past is a history, future is a mystery, present is a gift. That is why it is called as present. तो क्या होता है कि हम आपके पास को कैरी करते हैं और अपने प्रेजेंट को हम स्पॉइल कर देते हैं. तो ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, एक बार जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंग्लैंड अपने पीए के साथ क्वीन को मिलने जाता है, तो जब वेटिंग रूम में है उसको बहुत गंदा स्मेल आता है, तो उसके पीए को बोलता है कि तूने ना सॉक्स अच्छे से पहना नहीं है, गंदा सॉक्स पहना है, उसका स्मेल आ रहा है, तो अभी नेक्स्ट डे ही आना पड़ेगा। तो नेक्स्ट डे जाते हैं तो फिर से वो गंदा स्मेल आता है, तो वो चिढ़ जाता है अपने पीए के ऊपर। लेकिन पीए बोलता है कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर आई हैव गॉट अ न्यू सॉक्स, और उसके एविडेंस के लिए ये बिल लाया है। ओके, और दूसरा एविडेंस है, तो अपने पॉकेट से वो पुराना सॉक्स निकलता है। ओके तो he has bought a new socks but he is still carrying the old socks in his pocket. Similarly, we carry our past and spoil our present, so we should live in a present moment. So how to practice mindful meditation? So you have to select a quiet room, sit with the back erect, close your eyes, and just observe your breath entering in at the nostril, air coming in and air going out. This is the simple way. This is your anchor. Air coming in, feel the air, listen to the sound it produced, and just observe the air at your nostril. That is the important thing as far as mindful meditation is concerned. Now what happens during this meditation, lot of thoughts will occur in your body, so you have to just observe the thought. We should not try to obstruct it or should not try to carry away with it. It's like you're sitting at the bank of river and you are just observing water. You are not allow obstructing it, or you are not flowing with the water. You are just observing it. So you have to observe the thought. तो क्या होता है कि किसी चीज के ऊपर आप ध्यान नहीं देते तो वो चीज चली जाती है। तो आप यदि सिर्फ थॉट को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो वो थॉट चली जाएंगी और आप थॉटलेस होंगे, एंड दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ माइंडफुल मेडिटेशन। सो बिकम अ थॉटलेस। नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज बिकम ईगोलेस। तो आपको ऐसा फील करना है कि वी आर लाइक अ ड्रॉप ऑफ रेन वाटर विच गोज इनटू ओशन एंड इट vanishes its own existence। तो हमको हमारा जो एग्जिस्टेंस है, वो जो हम है, वो जो यूनिवर्सल एनर्जी फील्ड है उसमें हम अ, उसके साथ मिल गए। वी हैव टू ऐसा भाव आपको लाना है। तो इससे क्या होएगा, यू विल बिकम ईगोलेस, एंड व्हेन यू बिकम ईगोलेस you become happy। Okay, so first is a thoughtless and the second thing is becoming egoless। Now sometime you have to start this mindful meditation 5 minutes per day, and you slowly you can increase. Those who are not able to do or not able to find the time for mindful meditation, you can do this step when you are falling asleep, so that your sleep become meditation. While eating, you can your eating can become a meditation, your job can be meditation. Meditation means living in a present moment and forgetting about other things. And there has been a lot of studies going on across the world on mindful meditation, and they have found that the mindful meditation decreases your heart rate, respiratory rate, sugar, obesity, diabetes, heart diseases, all the mental issues, all the addiction, and it increases your thinking, creativity, your decision making ability, and it make you inner discipline. Pranayam, we all know the benefit of pranayam. Now cognitive structuring, restructuring, क्या कि स्ट्रेस ये अपने जो परसेप्शन है उसके ऊपर डिपेंड रहता है। यदि आपका परसेप्शन दुनिया के प्रति अ, अलग है और नेगेटिव है, तो आप वो दुनिया को नेगेटिव तरीके से ही देखेंगे। तो एक बार क्या होता है कि एक बंदा एक विलेज में सेटल होने के लिए जाता है, तो एक गेट में वहां का एक सीनियर सिटीजन रहता है, तो वो सीनियर सिटीजन को पूछता है कि ये गांव के लोग कैसे हैं, कि क्योंकि यहाँ मैं सेटल होने को आ रहा हूँ। तो जो सीनियर सिटीजन वो बंदे को पूछता है कि तू जो गांव से आया, वो गांव के लोग कैसे थे, तो वो बोलता है कि बहुत ही बुरे थे, इसलिए मैं यहाँ शिफ्ट होने को आया। तो सीनियर सिटीजन उसको बोलता है कि ये गांव के लोग भी उससे बहुत बुरे हैं, तू यहाँ सेटल मत हो। तो वो बंदा आगे जाता है, थोड़ी देर के बाद दूसरा बंदा वहां आता है, उसको भी उधर सेटल होना है, उसको भी वही क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं। तो वो बंदा बोलता है कि मैं जो गांव से आया वहां के लोग बहुत अच्छे थे, लेकिन जॉब के लिए मुझे ये गांव में सेटल होने के लिए आना है। तो ये सीनियर सिटीजन बोलता है कि यू आर वेलकम इन दिस विलेज, क्योंकि यहाँ के लोग तेरे गांव, जो पुराना गांव था, उससे भी अच्छे हैं। तो पहले बंदे को तो उसने बोला कि यहाँ के लोग बुरे हैं, दूसरे को बोला यहाँ के लोग अच्छे हैं। तो लोग बुरे क्यों अच्छे नहीं रहते, हमारा जो परसेप्शन रहता है उनके प्रति वो वैसा है, उसकी तरफ से हमको दुनिया दिखती है। कबीर ने कहा है, बुरा जो देखने मैं चला, बुरा ना मिलिया कोई, जो दिल खोजा अपना, मुझसे बुरा ना कोई। और गालिब ने कहा है, गालिब जिंदगी भर गलती करता रहा, गालिब जिंदगी भर गलती करता रहा, धूल लगी थी चेहरे पे, आईना साफ करता रहा। So we should have a positive perception and positive belief system. We should replace whatever negative perception in our life with a positive perception. Hope, one should have hope in our life. Though it is found that those who are optimistic toward life has less mental and physical disease, and who are pessimistic, they have a lot of mental disorders. तो एक बार क्या होता है कि जो फ्रॉग्स है वो जा रहे हैं, तो 3 फ्रॉग्स एक डीप पिट में गिर जाते हैं। तो बाकी के जो ऊपर के फ्रॉग्स हैं तो उनको बोलते कि ये जो खड्डा है बहुत ही डीप है और तुम्हारा बचना भी नामुमकिन है, तुम कुछ भी ट्राई मत करो। तो एक जो फ्रॉग है जो जंप करके बाहर आने की कोशिश कर रहा है, तो वो अपना जो ट्राई है बंद कर देता है और मर जाता है। दूसरा बंदा भी थोड़ी देर के बाद उनकी एक्सेप्ट करके मर जाता है। तीसरा बंदा के बाद इतनी बड़ी जंप मारता है कि वो भाग जाए। तो और जब वो आगे जाता है और उनसे मिलता है तो उनको सब फ्रॉग उनको वो अचंभे में रह जाते हैं कि ये कैसे बच गया। तो वो फ्रॉग उनको बोलता है कि तुम जब चिल्ला रहे थे तो मुझे लग रहा था कि आप मुझको चीयर कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो बाकी के फ्रॉग बोलते तो हम तो बोल रहे थे कि तू बचेगा नहीं। तो उनको बोलता है इशारे से कि आई कैन नॉट हियर यू। So he was deaf. That's why he couldn't hear the negative things told by other frogs, and he kept on trying, and then he survived. So those we have to have optimism. We should keep on trying. जो जो प्रॉब्लम्स आते, जब जब आप गिर जाते हो तो आपको उठना है, जो जो मिस्टेक करते हैं उससे लर्न करके आपको जिंदगी में आगे बढ़ना है। कुछ टाइम क्या होता है कि कुछ चीजें अपने हाथ में नहीं रहती तो उनको एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए। मार्क ट्वाइन हैज सेड, गॉड गिव मी द serenity टू एक्सेप्ट थिंग्स which I cannot change, courage to change the things which I can change, and differentiate between two. So certain things one should uh, keep at the feet of a God. कंटेनमेंट, हमारे लाइफ में बहुत सारे गोल होने चाहिए, लेकिन हमको जो मिलता है उसमें हम कंटेंट होना चाहिए, और उसको ही हैप्पीनेस बोलते हैं। हैप्पीनेस इज नॉट आउटसाइड बट इट इज इनसाइड। Okay, so we have forgotten what is the instrumental value and what is intrinsic value. Intrinsic value are happiness, peace, and instrumental value is money, fame, work, car. We have given unnecessary importance to this instrumental value and forgotten about intrinsic value. So intrinsic value one should concentrate. Happiness is inside. Be contented with whatever you have. Do not try to portray other people, the world, something different. Show what you are original. So final few slides. गीता से कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते माँ फलेषु कदाचन। मीन्स आप काम करो, फल की अपेक्षा मत करो। इसका मतलब ये है कि हमारे लाइफ में गोल नहीं होना चाहिए, नहीं। तो कृष्ण बोलते कि हमारे लाइफ में गोल होना चाहिए, लेकिन हमने आपके अपना जो काम है उसके ऊपर कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना चाहिए। यदि आप गोल पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट करेंगे और जो कर्म है उसको भूल जाएंगे तो आप हमेशा फेलियर होंगे। तो वन शुड कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन आवर efforts and forget about goal. So I'd like to conclude with some जो कबीर के दोहे उससे मैं अपनी बात को पूर्ण विराम देना चाहता हूँ। कबीर जी बोलते हैं, झीनी झीनी बिने रे चदरिया, काहे का ताना काहे की भरनी, कौन तार से बिनी चदरिया, साई सियत दसमा लागे कौन ठोक ठोक के बिनी चदरिया, सोवत चादर सुरनोर मनी ओढ़े, ओढ़े की मैली कर दीनी चदरिया, दास कबीर जतन से ओढ़ी जो कि तीर धरती नीचे दरिया। तो कबीर क्या बोलते हैं कि हमारा शरीर भगवान ने बहुत ही बारीकी से बनाया है, हमको यूनिक बनाया है, हमारे जैसा दूसरा कोई बनाया नहीं। यदि हम इस शरीर के अच्छी तरह ख्याल नहीं रखेंगे, हम इग्नोरेंस से जिंदगी जिएंगे, हम इंटेलिजेंस से जिंदगी जिएंगे, तो हम अपने शरीर को गंदा और मैला कर देते हैं। लेकिन कबीर ने अवेयरनेस से ये जिंदगी को जिया, और जैसे ये शरीर भगवान ने दिया उसी को मैं भगवान को लौटा रहा हूँ। तो कबीर जी बोलते कि वी आर नॉट द ओनर ऑफ आवर बॉडी, वी आर द ट्रस्टी। Okay, we have to maintain the body, it is not our own. So we have to live a life with awareness with mindfulness with what you eat, what you think, what you behave, what you act. If you are aware, you live your life in awareness, you would be always stress free, you would be always healthy, and you would be always happy. With this, I would like to conclude my talk, and thank you all for your kind patience and kind listening. Thank you.
I mean, it was a very insightful session, and students will have a lot of questions. तो मैं अभी quickly another 10-15 minutes में सारे questions हम cover कर लेते हैं। सर मैं एक एक question one by one repeat कर रहा हूँ, और
Yes,
आप
yes.
please you could answer. Students जो भी questions हो please type in, all right? So sir, first question है from Pratiksha. She is
Okay.
saying how to keep ourselves motivated for 5 to 6 years, क्योंकि MBBS 5-6 साल लगेगा उनको, तो अपने आप को डेली मोटिवेट कैसे रखें?
Now, see, there are two types of motivation: outside motivation and inside motivation, inner motivation. Okay. So, it is. I've just recently read a book called Ikigai. It is a Japanese word. Ikigai means a purpose of life. Okay, it is found that those who live a long life, those who live healthy life, they have some purpose in their life. Okay, so if you have a burning purpose in your life, with which you are able to get up in the morning, you want to get up to do something. So if you have some purpose in your life, then you would be always motivated, and there is no need of other people motivating you. So have a bigger purpose in your life. Try to do something not for money, not to have fame or wealth, but to create a change in the society. So if you have this kind of purpose in your life, so you would be always motivated. So I'd like to tell you, find some more purpose in your life, and then it will lead to motivation and other things. Do mindful meditation, you become discipline yourself, and you'll be always motivated. Thank you.
Sir, now the next question is from Komal. She is asking how to keep our ourselves away from any violence happening by patient or patient family, क्योंकि आजकल वो बहुत सुन रहे हैं, न्यूज में भी आ रहा है कि पेशेंट्स के फैमिली वाले अटैक करते हैं वगैरह, तो कैसे वो मैनेज करने का सर?
Now, what happens? Our mind has three basic problems: the negativity bias, hedonic adaptation, and mind wandering. What happens? We try to maximize the minor issues. Now, these are the minor issues. Okay, as it has been portrayed in media, then we think that it is happening to us. Okay, mind you, violence is occurring across all occupation. Be a police, they attack on police, they attack in school in United States. So violence is always there, and it's okay. It's a reality that the violence is increasing in a medical profession. So there are three things. First, we have to become a good doctor, good clinician, so that you can diagnose your patient, you can treat appropriately. Okay, so you have to increase your skill. Second thing is you have to improve the communication with the people. The lack of communication also leads to this kind of problem. Inability to properly communicate the health condition of patients lead to this kind of problem. And third, you have to maintain your health and teach a self-defense strategy. Okay, the world is not good. Okay, even if you are good, the other person behave, it is not under control. So teach a self defense strategy and have a support, have a social support. Means, for example, you have friends, you should have some group. If somebody is in problem, so that you can activate that group and other people come for your help. So which is occurring in a practice, all hospitals are coming together, and if something untoward happens, all the doctors goes to that particular hospital and then manage the things. So social support. So these are the various strategy with which you can deal with this kind of problem. But nowadays you should not think over it, because now it is a time for study, not concentrate on this negative thing. And negative thing is happening across various sphere of life. Thank you. Thank you, Komal, for
Right,
the
sir.
question.
Sir, now Prashant Kumar is actually, as you said, you should not be afraid of all these things. Now he says, MBBS, 19 subjects. So he's afraid of new subjects. He's saying, टाइम कैसे मिलेगा सेल्फ स्टडी के लिए, तो कैसे मतलब टाइम मैनेज होगा बिटवीन स्टडीज? आप कह रहे हो कि मेंटली फिजिकली फिट रहना है, तो ये टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसे होगा? That is what Prashant is asking, and he's little afraid about the new 19 subjects which is going to handle.
So what happens? 19 subject may be overwhelming for you, but you should not. ऐसा कहा जाता है कि if you want to cover a distance of 100 kilometer, you have to cover a distance of you have to just start take a one step and cover that distance. So do not गीता में भी बोला है कि कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते माँ फलेषु कदाचन. आप गोल 19 सब्जेक्ट मत देखो. आपको जो फर्स्ट ईयर में 3 सब्जेक्ट है उसके ऊपर ही कॉन्सेंट्रेट करो, और हर आपका जो गोल है उसको छोटे छोटे पार्ट में डिवाइड करके वो गोल अचीव करो. 19 सब्जेक्ट वुड बी ओवरवेलमिंग फॉर यू, बट finishing a chapter on this particular day would be a small task which you can achieve, and then you can go ahead. तो आपको पहले ईयर में 3 ही सब्जेक्ट आपको कवर करना है. आप 19 सब्जेक्ट का कुछ भी टेंशन मत लो. और मैंने आपको टाइम मैनेजमेंट के पता है 4 क्वाड्रेंट क्या है. तो आप जो अननेसेसरी थिंग्स है, जैसे सोशल मीडिया है, गॉसिपिंग है, टीवी वॉचिंग है, उसके ऊपर ध्यान ना देके आप दूसरी चीज के अपने हेल्थ, अपनी स्टडीज, उसके ऊपर ज्यादा ध्यान दे सकेंगे. अच्छे से आप प्लान करेंगे. मैंने बोला है कि प्लान करो आप, स्मार्ट प्लानिंग. देन 80-20 रूल्स, कि कुछ सब्जेक्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, कुछ टॉपिक इंपॉर्टेंट रहते हैं, उसके ऊपर आपको ध्यान देना है. और टू डू लिस्ट मीन्स यू राइट डाउन कि आपको कब कितना चैप्टर्स फिनिश करना है. तो इतना कुछ डिफिकल्ट नहीं. 19 सब्जेक्ट वुड बी ओवरवेलमिंग इफ यू थिंक, but this is for 4.5 year. You just concentrate on the small things, achieve that things, and go ahead. Don't be overwhelmed by that. Thank you.
Great, sir. So now again, Komal has a question. How to maintain optimal amount of stress? जैसे आपने कहा थोड़ा तो स्ट्रेस होना ही चाहिए तभी आप चार्ज अप रहो. So how do you do that?
So that's why I've told you that if you have a purpose in your life, that you want to make a difference to the community, you want to make a difference to yourself and your family, then you will become motivated, and then you, whatever stress means, what happens, stress itself is not bad. How you take it is a problem. So if you take this medical education or stress negatively, the cortisol hormone will be secreted in your body. And if you take it as a challenge, it's something which is going to change yourself, which you are going to change the society in a positive way, then the hormone called as DHAE is secreted in your body, and which is good for body, while cortisol is a bad. So how you take is depends upon our perception. So have a good purpose in your life. What are you going to do with this MBBS degree? How, what changes you are going to uh, 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 contribute towards society, for the betterment of society? It will motivate you, and it will lead to a positive stress called as you stress. So whatever stress you will get with the positive mindset, you will convert it into you stress. So have a purpose in our life.
Great, sir. Sir, बहुत interesting session था. In spite of a very interesting match going on the background, so many
Yes.
students are listening, sir. So, in fact, we've got comments also. Mahek is saying it was really an awesome session.
Thank you,
really
Mike.
inspired and motivated now.
Thank you,
Komal is saying
Mike.
it was really great session, sir.
Thank you,
So,
Komal.
students are thanking you for the session. Tanzila, I'm sure now sir has answered your question how to manage time for studies, meditation, hobby, exercise throughout the years of MBBS. So I think now he's answered the question as well. Okay, great. Tanzila says yes. Great. So now Ansh Kumar is saying thank you, learned a lot from you. Sara Sheikh is
Thanks.
saying thank you. Muskan
Thank
Khan
you,
is saying
Sarah.
you gave an insight on a topic which is most neglected. तो आपने ऐसा टॉपिक छेड़ा है जो नेग्लेक्ट
Yes,
करते हैं
yes.
लोग पर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. So
Yeah,
good
that's
sir.
also the niche of Moksh. They have got this kind of topic at the outset so that they are equipped to handle the stress in medical education. So congratulations, Moksh Academy, for that as well.
Thank you sir. In fact, Prashant is saying sir you are much more than my expectations. So he's very happy and motivated.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Prashant.
So,
Thank you.
it was wonderful for all of you to be part of the session. And thank you, sir. आपका एकदम busy schedule रहता है, but you spent good 1 hour with our students. So, I will once again want to thank on behalf of Moksh as well as the student team, and all the students who are attending this session. So, thank you very much for this insights. अंश कुमार कह रहे हैं कि सर आप मेरे आइडल हो. You are my idol, sir.
Oh my God. No, no, nobody is ideal. You yourself, you're ideal. You are yourself. Nobody. I told you this is a. I'm a messenger. I'm putting across good things which I have learned. I try to follow it. I sometimes make a mistake, but I'm also a student of life. So, thank you for the comment.
Absolutely. So now Prashant is saying it's time for the match. Innings खत्म होने
Yes,
वाली है.
yes,
इंडिया की बैटिंग है. So let's all enjoy the match. And
yes.
thank you very much, sir. And
So I'd like to finish with the help of the match. Actually,
absolutely,
the match, our life is like a match. Means staying in the pitch and facing each ball in a perseverance manner is a क्रिकेट मैच आवर लाइफ इज अ क्रिकेट मैच एक बॉल आता है आप उसको मिस करते हैं उसको हिट नहीं कर सकते तो आप मायूस मत हो आप दूसरे बॉल का वेट करो उसको भी हिट नहीं कर सकते तो थोड़ा रेस्ट ले लो आपके कलीग है आपके सीनियर से एडवाइस लो कि आप कैसे उस बॉल को हैंडल कर सकते हो 3 बॉल 4 बॉल 5 बॉल आप नहीं उसको हिट करेंगे लेकिन छठे बॉल को आप जरूर छक्का मार सकेंगे तो लाइफ इज लाइक अ क्रिकेट जस्ट बी इन अ पिच sometime there may be defeat but there may be win and this is the life all about we should enjoy the failure learn from it do not get overheaded with your win have a balanced attitude toward life thank you.
thank you very much. That was a great message. So thank you, sir. Thank you, students. We'll end the session and hopefully see you, next week with a new session. And thank you, sir. And I hope you will be available for future MOOCs events as well, sir.
Yes,
So
thanks a lot.
thank
Thanks
you
a lot.
very much. I'll
Thanks
end
a
the
lot.
session. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.